Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my sports channel. Today, I'm going to talk about Kobe Bryant, but this is not the way I had planned to talk about Kobe Bryant. I had planned to talk about his 60-point performance yesterday, and, you know, scoring 60 points for a man who's 37 years old, that was incredible. Okay, that's probably the most memorable exit in sports history. There's no question about it. It was a game that was nobody expected. It was just unbelievable. The guy can still play at age 37, dropping 60 points, and now he realized that it is time to retire, and so he is leaving the game. He's exiting the game. But what I want to talk about is something that I seen on TV earlier. I was watching The Herd. That's Colin Cowherd's show on Fox FSN1. It's also on Fox Sports Radio, 570 here in Los Angeles, in the Los Angeles area, 570 a.m. Yeah, 570 a.m. Jason Whitlock was filling in for Colin Cowherd today, wherever Colin Cowherd was at. Maybe he had the day off or whatnot, but that really is irrelevant to the story. Anyway, Jason Whitlock was on the show, and mainly the show was based on Kobe Bryant. The first part of the show, he started talking about the Rams and how he thought that the Rams were desperate, stupid, and short-sighted, pretty much for giving up so much to get the #1 overall draft pick in the upcoming draft this year to hopefully land a quarterback from out of college. Okay, then he went on and started talking about Kobe's performance last night, and he basically ripped Kobe, destroyed him, said all these negative things about the man, spoke ill of him to the point that it was so bad that Terrell Owens even called in and gave his 2 cents about it, and, expressed how he felt about Jason Whitlock slamming this guy. Jason Whitlock said Kobe was the most selfish, narcissistic player to ever play the game. And I totally disagree with that. I beg to differ. It's as if Jason Whitlock has a personal issue against Kobe. It sounded like it was personal, just listening to everything the guy was saying, because it was so outlandish and it was just ridiculous. It was just stupid of him to slam Kobe the way he did. And he said that all the Laker fans last night basically celebrated selfishness and narcissism. Now, see, this is just awful. And it's a real shame, because Jason Whitlock was a sports writer that I truly admired. Somebody that I idolized. Not so much anymore. I lost a lot of respect for Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock, man, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't want to slam another media member, but he's an idiot. Flat out, he's an idiot for what he said. It was ignorance. It was pure ignorance. It was stupidity on his part. And I think he went on the show just to be a clown, just to get everybody talking about him, because he's a self-serving idiot. It's obvious now. And I never once, talked this bad about him. But now I'm talking bad about him, because today he really showed me who he really is as a person. If anything, everybody else around the world, Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless, everybody else is praising Kobe Bryant, calling it the most memorable performance, because they know that it's the most memorable exit for any sports athlete. The man scored 60 points. The game, it was so exciting. It was electrifying. It was a great game. All the celebrities were there. I mean, yes, it was meaningless. It's meaningless because the Lakers stink. They're a horrible team. Sure, they're not going to the playoffs. But it's the most memorable exit for an athlete, because Kobe Bryant scored 60 points in a basketball game. No player has ever retired from the game scoring that many points. So yes, this game ranks up there as one of the top games ever, if not at the very top. That's how good it was. It was so many celebrities out last night, came out to see the game. David Beckham was there. He was amazed. Jack Nicholson was entertained. Snoop Dogg was partying in his seat. It was, You seen Kanye West was running around the building. It was just a great atmosphere last night. It felt like a playoff atmosphere, to be quite honest. The Utah Jazz was basically playing for nothing because they had found out 20 minutes before the game that they had got eliminated out of playoff contention after the Houston Rockets won their game. So they got knocked out of the 8th seed. And then the Lakers, as you know, they just had a terrible year, one of the worst in franchise history. But it meant something. That game, even though it was meaningless and the last game of the regular season, it meant something because it was Kobe's final game. And Jason Whitlock can say whatever the hell he wants, but he's wrong. He's wrong, and I totally disagree with him. And, you know, he just doesn't think at times. He just makes remarks to get clicks, to get ratings. That's all it's about. Fox Sports bought him back because they were desperate for ratings. They gave this clown his own website. It's called J School. I would not ever read another article written by Jason Whitlock in my life. I'm done reading his stuff. I'm done with him. He's a disgrace. He made our race look bad. He made all the black people look bad. He made our black people look bad. It was disgusting. It was despicable. It was an absolute disgrace to sports media. And he ought to be ashamed of himself. And he ought to be by now, he should be saying to himself, what the hell has he done? Because he looked like a fool. And to say that Kobe's not a top three player in the Lakers, on the Lakers list, on the Lakers all-time playing list, that's just ridiculous. You're crazy. What are you smoking, Whitlock? What the hell are you smoking? You sound like an absolute dumbass. And you're making yourself look bad. And this is why I now see why people are so critical of the media. Because you have idiots like Jason Whitlock who spew nothing but garbage, and they talk complete nonsense, and they say things that don't make sense at all. Like Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock sound like the man like Kobe took his girlfriend or something. And then he kept bringing up the fact how much money he was paid in the final year of his contract. Who gives a damn? It's the Lakers' money. If the Buss family were, unwise enough to pay him that much money, then let them pay him. It's not your money, Whitlock. It's the Lakers organization money. So just shut up. And you know what? I was so angry. I was so livid at one point. I came close to actually flipping the channel. Because I got so tired of hearing him bash Kobe. And now you have all these people on Twitter, all the Kobe haters saying, oh, Jason Whitlock, he destroyed Kobe. He pretty much, burnt Kobe. Criticized him. We love this. Of course the haters love it. But there was a lot of people also criticizing Whitlock. And now we all know, Whitlock, why you got fired from ESPN. And you got fired from ESPN. How many times you got fired from ESPN? Twice. You got fired from ESPN twice. Kobe's the most selfish player, right? He's the most selfish player in your eyes. You're wrong. Sure, he took a lot of shots last night. It was his farewell game. It was the final game of his career, and the Lakers were playing for nothing. So he had that opportunity to take as many shots as he wanted. It was like an exhibition game. So since it was his night to take as many damn shots as he wanted to. Who cares if he took 50 shots and made 60 points? The fans got their money's worth. The fans showed up to the Staples Center last night to see this guy put on a shooting display, and he did just that. He did just that, Jason Whitlock. You can sit here and be mad and criticize the man and call him out and do whatever he wants, but the fact of the matter is, Kobe will go down as one of the greatest players to ever play the game, one of the greatest guards in NBA history. And that's one damn thing you can't ever take away from him, Whitlock. You can sound like a clown. You can talk all your crap And you can say whatever the hell you want to say about Kobe Bryant, but you're totally way off base on this. You're totally wrong. You want to sound correct, but deep down inside, you know you're not. Every Laker fan by now who watched that is ticked off right now. They're disgusted. They're very disgusted. And you know, Kobe last night, if he didn't take those shots, the Lakers would have lost that game because he did bring his team back. He helped mounted that comeback. And the Lakers ended up winning the game at the end. They were down by, I believe they were down by 10 to Utah late. And he just caught fire. Every shot just started falling in. And I'm sure, you know, the Warriors were forgotten last night. Of course, they were forgotten. And people still praise the Warriors for, you know, setting the record. Setting the record for 73 wins. People are praising and acknowledging the Warriors. But Kobe's night was bigger because he scored 60 points in the game. So wake up, Whitlock. And if you have nothing nice to say, keep your damn comments to yourself. Because you sound like an idiot. You sound like an idiot and you're a fool. You're probably the most ignorant sports writer that exists in our time. That's how bad it is, and that's how bad you look today. I'll see you guys in my next video. I am out.